Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And as always, if you are new to this channel, my name is Daquan Jones. I am an astrologer, life coach, and psychic here. On this channel, this is all about astrology. I'm here to bring you the transits of what is going on with the planets in the sky, how it's affecting us here, and how you can use that to better your life. So in this video, I will be talking about the horoscope for the year of 2021. So this is your 2021 horoscope. And if we think back to this year of 2020, this has been a very challenging year of many changes, many hurdles, many restrictions. And this has been a huge shift in terms of the nodes and in terms of our social planets. And so we have seen Jupiter and we have seen Saturn enter into the sign of Capricorn. And this is leading up to this great conjunction that we talked about. If you have not checked out that video, go ahead and check out that video on the great conjunction that I did for December 21st. Along with that, on the 30th of December, we have Pluto also entering into Capricorn. So this is a time where the focus is on the infrastructure, the government, the status, right? It is on the world at large as it is in Capricorn. And Saturn here at home, where Saturn is dealing with restrictions, limitations, laws. It is dealing with the government. Also with Jupiter, we're dealing with laws as well. We're dealing with religion. We're dealing with the order of things, right? This is a huge moment as we have Jupiter and Saturn in Capricorn, where this is affecting the world at large in terms of what laws are being set, how are we being restricted, how are things going to be planned, and where is the structure going to be put into place. And with Pluto there has also been this conjunction of Pluto and Sagittarius about how can we get down to the beliefs, how can we understand the vision, the plan of where we're headed. And as Pluto comes into Capricorn, bringing things back into alignment where Pluto is here with Jupiter and Saturn, all about how can we transform from the era that we're in. Many people thinking in terms of how can we get out of this place that we're in. Pluto, though, taking us through deep transformation, through deep inner work, where we are seeing the inner workings of what is going on. We're being forced to face our fears. We're being forced to face our internal worlds. And so this is a huge time where we have seen this shift in society of how these major outer planets are affecting us at large, along with Neptune and Aquarius. That has been the story of what is truth and what is not, with this Neptune that has the foggy vision, the dream, the illusion, the imagination, but also the spiritual vision, and has been in the sign of Aquarius, of humanity, of information. And so there has been this big question of what information is true, what is not, a lot of conspiracies out there, a lot of debates over what is factual. And so there is a lot happening in society at this moment. Also, along with those nodes, we have Rahu that has been here in the sign of Taurus, where it is exalted. Rahu, of course, is that planet of obsession, of searching for new experiences, right? Rahu is always hungry for more. It is always wanting to learn and experience more. And it is exalted in Taurus as Taurus gives it that stable ground. It gives it the resources that it needs to learn, to grow, to adventure. And we have this K2 that is in Scorpio, where it is also exalted and at home in this sign of Scorpio. K2 being the other half of the nodes, being about complacency, being about staying what is what you are comfortable with, staying in what is familiar, what you already know, what you have brought into this lifetime. And K2 sitting in Scorpio, dealing with the occult, dealing with the hidden, dealing with secrets, dealing with the unknown. And so this is a huge time of, once again, what is truth, what is not, what information's coming out with K2 and Scorpio and that Rahu and Taurus, a lot of hidden truths coming to the surface, a lot of this clear vision of seeing things for what they are, and a lot that is also the flip side of that of not seeing things for what they really are, trying to put the blinders or the fog over reality to see the picture that you want. And so there's a lot of this playing out in terms of the themes that we have seen here in the month of 2020, along with Uranus and Aries, where Uranus is that planet of unexpected changes. It is that planet of upheaval, of breakthrough, and it has been in the sign of Aries, where Aries is that soldier energy. It is that aggression, that anger, that passion, that drive. And so we have seen these major upsets and disasters and moments of difficulty come through with this Uranus and Aries, where there has been a lot of unrest, there's been a lot of aggression, a lot of fighting, standing up, revolution, change that has come through here in the year of 2020. And so that takes us into 2021, where there is a lot of looking for change to come about. There's a lot of looking for some relief from the pain, from the difficulty that we have been through, looking ahead, trying to find a better path, trying to figure out if this next year will put us in a better place. And so if we look at the major transits moving into this next year of 2021, not a huge change with our outer planets, right? Not a huge change with that nodal axis. So we are locked into these new changes in terms of our society, in terms of where we are headed, right? Not a lot that is changing there. However, as always, our inner planets are changing. And so the biggest message that comes through for this next year coming up is to make those changes for yourself, to better your life for yourself versus relying on what is going to happen in society. A lot that is set into place, set into motion, that is going to remain as we move forward here. But this is ushering in some happiness, some joy for many of you as you are shifting into the next year. However, it is coming from what you can create, what you can make yourself, what you can nurture. This is a number 5 year that we are entering into, and we will talk a little bit about that as well. But this is a huge time of making those changes for yourself versus what you can get from society. Now, we do have Jupiter that is getting ready to enter into Aquarius in the next coming year. And so this is going to shift our focus from the structure, from the government, from the way things are set, to the people, to coming together as humanity. And so there is, coming closer to the end of 2021, a push for how can we come together, how can we unite as a society. But before that, a lot that is still remaining the same, a lot of difficulty, a lot of changes. We are here where these difficulties have to be faced, have to be addressed moving forward. And this is a slow moving process as we are getting things back the way that they should be, which is another point to make, that this is not going back to what we've seen in the past, to what is old, right? This is not going back to the normal of what we have seen. This is a huge shift that we are not turning around from. And so moving forward, as we're moving into a positive place, that will even look different as well. Now, huge thing that I'm seeing moving forward here in 2021 is a lot of restrictions, right? And we've seen that already. We've seen many restrictions here in 2020, but in 2021, I am seeing even more restrictions, more and more rules and restrictions that are being put into place as this is for this pandemic. A lot that is going to take place in terms of keeping people safe, pushing for this vaccine, which is another thing that I am seeing is that complications with the vaccine. I see this vaccine potentially only working for a certain portion of the population, not working for everyone. And so setbacks in terms of getting things moving forward as we are shifting ahead. Another thing that I am seeing here is, along with these restrictions, is that there is going to be even more fear, even more panic, even more of people trying to fight against the system or the laws at play. So, this is going to be a huge time where if we can come together as a collective, we can push forward to make something happen for the better. But there is a lot of separation that is still happening as we're shifting into the next year. Another thing that is happening that I am seeing as well is a potential second wave of this virus. So, a second sweep of the virus happening. And so, this is something where this huge impact of what is going on is going to continue and possibly going to worsen for those of you out there who are looking for this shift, for this change to take place. And so this is a huge time where you want to really look for those changes and shifts that you have to make within your life. Focus on how you can better your life, creating your own reality, really pushing forward in terms of what you want to accomplish in this year. Focusing on outside sources of what is happening, trying to escape, trying to run. This is not going to happen as we are moving forward. I am seeing even more restrictions on a lot of countries out there, and for the countries that are already in lockdown, remaining in lockdown moving forward. A lot of restrictions that are happening in terms of airports and transportation. And if you are tested positive, a lot that you are being restricted from. If you are going to travel or going to plan to do anything, you will be tested, you will be monitored to see if you are in fact positive or negative during this time. So, once again, more restrictions coming in. This is a huge theme here in terms of a loss of power to the people, but also a sense of power in terms of what you can create and do with your life in your internal world. For those of you who are here creating your craft, working on your skills, pushing for these accomplishments to happen in your life, whether this is through your weight, through your business, if you own your own business, whether this is on a project, on a new venture in your life. This is a huge focus right now, is working on those areas of life for yourself. Another thing that I potentially see happening is internet shutdowns. So there will be moments where there will be shutdowns in the internet. Many of us remember previously during this year and during the last year where there was a lot of power outages in the social media. So there's a lot of that that is taking place as well coming up in the next year, as well as a lot of censorship. So if you are speaking out on incorrect messages, conspiracy theories, or truth that is not conducive to society moving forward, many of you will be shut down as far as taking your videos down, censoring. A lot that is coming moving forward, where there is a lot that you cannot speak out about, a lot that you cannot say, moving forward into this next year. Now, if we take a look at the numerology along with the Chinese New Year moving forward, we are entering into the year of the metal ox. And so, if you are familiar with the stories, the ox was the one who carried the rat along his back. And as the ox got close to the finish line, the rat jumped off. And so, what is the ox about? It is about hard work, support, discipline, right? The ox took the time to get there, and along with that, even took the dedication of supporting the rat along that journey. And so, this is about the hard work, the discipline, the security. It is about building yourself up for that moment of success. And so this is a huge theme as we are shifting into 2021, that this is a time of building yourself up. This is a time of creating, working, putting in the discipline, putting in the time to make those things happen for yourself. And so similar message that I'm going to say for 2020 is that this is not a year of lucky moments happening. This is a year of actually putting in the work to make those dreams, to make those goals happen for yourself. Another thing is that we are entering a year. So the number 5 is connected to the planet Mercury. It is all about change, ideas, adventure. So this is a time coming into this next year where this may not seem like this is an adventure, because there's a lot that is out of your control, that is externally happening, but within your own world, within your personal life of what you can change and control, what does that adventure look like? What is the plan? What is the vision? What are the goals? What do you want to do in your life that is in your control? This is the major theme of what you want to look at coming into this next year. What projects, what goals have you put off that you can accomplish during this time? So, what is the adventure that you are going to take within your own life? What ideas, what inspiration, what imagination, what skills can you use at this time moving into this next year of 2021? Last thing in this video that I'm going to take a look at is a confirmation of everything that has come through. I have pulled some tarot cards. So the first card that comes up here is the Two of Swords in reverse. This is a moment of pulling back the blinders, pulling back the illusion, deception, the falsehoods that are happening within our belief systems, within our reality. A lot that is being revealed and exposed to us once again with that K2 in Scorpio. A lot that is coming up to the surface. Next card here is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So that completion, that ending, that moment of letting go, releasing that we have been looking for, severely slowed down. That moment that we are looking for, delays, restrictions from that moment of it all being over that we are looking for. And so, unfortunately, moving forward, this is a time of continuing to work on your goal, to stay focused on your goal, and to maintain your health and your positivity, and not so much of what is going to happen in your external reality. Next card here is the Knight of Cups. Once again, this is a time to tap into your inner world, of your inner creativity, of your inner expression, versus what you can create and do out in the world. Last two cards here are the Emperor in reverse and the Fool. This is out of your control, but you can enjoy life to the fullest and make it the most. So this is a time, once again, where there is a lot that is out of your control. There's a lot that you cannot change in your external reality, but there is a lot that you can do within your own life to create happiness and joy for yourself. That was your 2021 horoscope. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. Also, if you are interested in my free blog, along with the free group Astrometaphysical Love and Light on Facebook, you can find that down below in the description box as well as the comments. And if you are interested in any of my services, including the classes that are out on Udemy, Patreon, or in the private Facebook group, Astrology Lessons with Daquan Jones, that is all down below in the description. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.